My name is Kelvin, and I am the senior manager on the product team at VIVERSE, and I'm here to talk to you today about Polygon Streaming. And to segue into this, I'm just going to very quickly introduce just the kind of evolution of 3D communication before I go into it. I don't have to, this is kind of self-explanatory, but we started off with texting. Everyone's very familiar with that. And then we started to share concepts and ideas through photos and videos. And now we're in the era of 3D spatial communication, right? And as humans, communicating in 3D comes really natural and really intuitive to us. And as we use tools and look at content with much higher fidelity, much more realistic visualization, it only enhances that interactive engagement to deliver more compelling and impactful content. Okay, so with 3D spatial communication, it's not without its difficulties. It's easier said than done, especially with high fidelity 3D spatial communication. So stakeholders such as designers, UX designers, IT engineers, creators, developers of all sorts have questions and concerns behind 3D spatial communications. There are infrastructure questions. So servers and cloud GPU, they are costly when you scale. Like when you're talking about small scale, not so much. At scale, very, very, very costly. As a designer, how do you optimize 3D models? Like traditionally, you have to decimate 3D models, remove information from the 3D models to be able to visualize. So how are you able to adapt to these various conditions? And you're not even able to guarantee, the quality of what you deliver. With UX engineers, how do you achieve the best user experience? Keep that experience consistent across the board. As an IT engineer, how do you integrate these services and platforms into your existing workflow? So a lot of questions. So Polygon Streaming, we think, is the answer to all these questions. It's a solution for 3D spatial communication, and it's a tool for everyone to use as part of our VIVERSE SDK. It's baked and integrated right into the VIVERSE SDK, so if you're developing for VIVERSE, you can use Polygon Streaming. This is a high-level workflow of how Polygon Streaming works. Basically, the creator would upload your original 3D model, highest fidelity, onto the cloud where it undergoes an intelligent conversion. Through the CDN, it'll instantly stream and deliver to your end device. So your content is created and integrated with our VIVERSE SDK. So it uses Polygon Streaming and uses an adaptive rendering process to deliver a consistent experience of that 3D model or 3D world across any device. So any device means you're looking at mobile phone, you're looking at tablet, VR glasses, laptop, desktop, and so on. So diving a little bit deeper here, traditionally, and I touched on this a little bit earlier before, alternatives, and traditionally, you're having to decimate or remove polygons from your models or high fidelity models, and that results in a loss of information, frankly speaking. Like you're just removing geometric information. With Polygon Streaming, we aim to retain all that geometric structure at its highest fidelity. So at its highest LOD, we retain all that. It's the original model, essentially. Polygon Streaming Conversion will then intelligently analyze and partition all of those pieces and then automatically create levels of detail for you. You don't have to do it manually. This ensures that we maintain its streamability and at the highest fidelity, even at lower resolution. So we also deploy techniques such as occlusion culling. Some of you may have heard of this. We basically render what we see. Effectively, we are visualizing fewer polygons on screen at a single moment at any given time. And therefore, we're requiring less system resources to deliver that same kind of visual quality, but at much higher frame rates, much higher performance, because you require less system resources. In this example, we're dealing with almost up to 10 times that frame rate. Here's another example. On the left, basically, performance carries on to load time as well, load speed. So on the left, we have a model, very heavy model, 10 million polygons, and you can do this of up to, there is no limitation. We've done this over with hundreds of millions of polygons. you want to have less wait time for your users because you don't want them upset. A second, means could cost you losing that user. So with Polygon Streaming, you really want to deliver very, very quickly to your user base. And then for reference, this is what we've seen through testing. Polygon Streaming performance captured across several tests. We've seen decreasing in load times of up to 8 times, double the frame rates. And of course, because your heavy assets are now hosted on the cloud, they're no longer part of your binary, so your project size is vastly decreased, and you're dealing with a much smaller project size. So this, in essence, is Polygon Streaming, where we do not compromise on any detail, and we ensure we're providing an optimal experience on every device. So translating what Polygon Streaming means to achieve for your immersive project, for your VIVERSE creations, is to enable you and empower you to deliver scalable, high-fidelity 3D worlds and immersive environments very easily. Again, I mentioned this, that Polygon Streaming is baked into our VIVERSE SDK, so it's very easy to integrate, and this will enable you to reach a much broader audience and communicate your story. Here I have a promo video we just showed at MWC. It'll introduce you to Polygon Streaming if you missed any of the details I mentioned, but also we're going to hint some new upcoming features that are coming very soon as well. So stay tuned. Thank you.